out is, I think from my mom, she always says that you should learn how to put yourself first. And I think
Hi, hello, my viewers. This is a Galvanize, your friend, and this is a Galvanize TV. I have come to UNILAG and I want to be asking student questions. I want to be asking them what advice did they wish they had accepted, and what would they be doing differently if they had accepted that advice, and probably what they are going to be advising people that have been giving one advice or the other. People that people have been advising and they have been rejecting the advice. We will know what they have to say. We have to listen to what they have to say. And I want you to stay tuned. I want you to watch. Don't go away. Please, if you have not liked this video, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And also share this video, like and comment. Click on the notification bell, and I'll see you after the video. I have a little word to share at the end of the video. Let's go. Hi, this is a Galvanize. What is your name?
Williams.
Williams. Which department are you?
English.
English. Year what?
1.
Year 1. Okay. I want to ask you this question. I want to ask you, what advice have you been given that you would have accepted?
Okay. Advice I was given that I will have accepted. That means
You wish you accepted.
Okay, I wish I accepted. Okay, yeah. One advice coming to UNILAG.
Okay, so what would you have done differently if you had accepted that advice?
I would have been in a better school and probably not used 3 years in year 1.
Okay.
Like I'm doing presently, because I've used 3 years in year 1.
Why, if I must ask?
Strike, COVID-19, UNILAG calendar running so slow, and it's all fucked up.
All right. And so what advice would you be giving to people that have been given some kind of advice that is really good for them but they are rejecting it?
Well, I think probably when you're giving advice, you can make a kind of feasibility study on the advice you were given before you either accept or reject it. Not just accept or reject, exactly, sure. You have to make findings on why that person is giving you the advice before you either accept the advice or reject it. Yeah, I didn't do that. I just, what about in my mind? UNILAG, first choice university, good name and all. I put my head. But now, my mates that probably accepted the advice, they are going to year 4 now. Me, I'm still 100 level second semester. I'm so pained.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, Joy, I want to ask you, which year are you now?
Like 2023
Yeah.
in school, 100 level.
Okay, which department?
Chemistry education.
Chemistry education. Okay, I want to ask you, what advice did you wish you had accepted?
Taking my side hustle seriously.
Okay, so what would you have done differently if you had accepted that advice?
I'll not be broke by now. I'll be having money.
Yeah, you'll be having money.
Yes.
Okay, so what will you be telling people that are being given genuine advice that would help them and they are rejecting it?
You should take it seriously, because those people, they know more than you for them to are giving you that advice. Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Galvanize, what is your name?
Joshua.
Joshua, what department are you currently?
I'm a diploma student actually.
A diploma student.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you, what advice did you wish you had accepted?
Like advice in what way?
That somebody have given to you that you wish you had accepted it.
Just to work hard, focus.
Okay, so you didn't take the advice.
No, I did.
What I'm asking is, what advice did you wish you had accepted? You didn't really accept it. So you wish now that you had accepted that advice.
Just reading, basically, how I put it, doing well in my WAEC stuff.
So what happened? You didn't do well?
Yes, not really sure. due to like distraction, so now that I'm here, I want to like focus more.
They told you to focus more on your WAEC and you didn't.
Yes,
You allowed distraction to take over.
yes.
Okay, but now, what would you have done differently if you have accepted that advice?
I would have basically put aside all the distractions and just focus more on my book to achieve more.
You would have achieved more by now if you had followed that advice.
Yes.
So what would you be telling people, other people like you that have been giving good advice, genuine advice, but they are rejecting it?
Just honestly, just pray to God and just basically pray to God, and ask Him for wisdom to guide you in the right path.
Okay, not only accepting or rejecting it, you should pray to God for wisdom to direct you also.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Okay, this is a galvanize. What is your name?
Meshach.
Okay, what is your name too?
Paulina.
Okay, I want to ask you, Meshach, I want to ask you, what advice did you wish you had accepted?
Would I?
What advice have you been given before that you wish you had accepted it?
Yeah, I could remember one of, let me call him my mentor. He advised me that there is no free lunch in life, that as a man you need to be up and doing, and whatever you find your hands finds to do it with all your mind and with all your heart. And since then I noticed that there is no free lunch in life. Exactly. So since when I put what he told me into practice, I've been seeing positive results.
You did not yield at first, but later you now accepted it and you were now doing it.
I actually yielded.
Okay, so which one did you not do? Someone advised you but you did not accept, but now you are feeling you feel like you would have accepted it.
And that aspect is, anyway, yeah. Maybe that was when I gained admission. So I was told to start my preparation now, even before the lecture starts. But I was like, when we get there, we start the preparation. But I now noticed that the earlier the better.
So what would you have been doing differently if you had accepted that advice?
Sorry.
Had it been you accepted the advice, what do you think you would have been doing now?
I would have gone far. And it will have cost me speed.
So I want to ask you, Pauline, right? Okay, I want to ask you also the same question. What advice did you wish you had accepted?
A lot, but the one I'm going to talk about is, I think from my mom, she always says that you should learn how to put yourself first. And I think I really at first did not understand, because I always care a lot about people and I try to put people first, and I found out that if I don't love myself first, like, it's not going to work. So but now I've come to understand, like for instance, when you are in school and your roommate needs something, and knowing fully well that giving that thing is going to cost you a lot, but you have to do it. And I just think putting myself first before anybody is one of the things that I'm learning now.
So what would you have been doing differently now if you had accepted that advice?
Nothing much, but I feel like I would have nothing much, and I don't know what.
So what would you be advising people now that are people that are being given advice, good advice, but they are rejecting it, rebelling against it?
I think once you are being given any advice at all, is to like check the outcome. If you are going to obey the advice, when you check the outcome and you find out that the outcome, it has more positive outcome, you should try as much as possible to obey the advice and follow the advice.
We should not just take the advice, we should check.
Yes, check.
Okay, thank you. All right, I want to ask you the same. What will you be advising people? What would you be advising people to?
Exactly what she said. Check the advice, and then if it is okay by you, if the advice is okay, then you go by it.
I appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. This is a galvanize. What is your name?
Chimwanya.
Okay, Chimwanya. What year are you currently?
2023. What year?
Yeah. Okay, in Department of Mass Communication. I want to ask you, what advice did you wish you had accepted?
What advice? To take my
skills, like to develop a skill set. Yeah, to be serious about it.
You didn't. Okay, what would you have been doing? What would you have done differently if you had accepted that advice?
I think I would have been doing a lot of things. I would have had so much opportunities by now, and I would have had a lot of experience, and I wouldn't be like second guessing myself all the time. So yeah.
So what advice would you be giving to people like you that have been given advice by genuine people, but they are rejecting it?
You have to take it, because even if at that point you don't want to do it, or you don't like consider the advice as something you need at that time, for sure somebody saw that thing in you and there was a reason, so you obviously have to follow through. Understand?
What I got from what you said is that there are some things you cannot see by yourself that people are seeing, but based on what they are seeing, they are pushing you to do it and you reject it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Thank you for your time. This is a galvanized. What's your name?
My name is Bisola.
Okay, Bisola, I want to ask you, okay, first, which department are you currently?
Biology education.
Biology education. What year?
Year 1.
Year 1. Okay, I want to ask you, what advice did you wish you had accepted?
Do I wish I had accepted on education or what advice?
Giving any advice that you wish you had accepted that advice?
Not really, because I've not regretted anything so far, so I don't think I wish I had accepted that then.
Yielding to every advice?
Not every advice, but then
there's no one you are regretting that you did not accept?
Yes.
So what will you be telling people that they have been given genuine advice but they are rejecting it? How would you advise them?
Okay, one thing is everybody has their own perspective. So I feel you should just do what you know is best for you. What you know, okay, what if the advice might be best for you and might not be best for me? So anything that makes you happy, do whatever makes you happy. So
whatever makes them happy. Yes. Right, thank you for your time. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.
This is a galvanized. What's your name?
Jasper.
Okay, Jasper. I want to ask you, what department are you first?
Surveying and Geoinformatics Engineering Department.
Okay, and what year?
100 level.
I want to ask you, what advice did you wish you had accepted?
I don't think there's any advice like that, because I'm always, if someone should actually advise me, I would just have to think about it and
You have been analyzing them and you have been making the right decisions.
Yeah. I would just analyze the advice and be like, put them together.
You are not part of those that they are giving advice, they just throw it away or just accept it.
No, I'm not like that. Yeah.
And what advice will you be giving to those that have been giving genuine advice that will help them and they are rejecting it? What will you have?
You see, there are different people in this world, I know some people that if they should advise them, they will not want to take it to it. They will just be like, oh, the person is just staying his own. So I don't think I have to advise anybody self. You get? I don't think I have to advise anybody. Anybody that they're advising, I will just advise them that they should just think about the advice. Like they just try and just settle down and think about it. And they should check if the advice is really a genuine one. Because not all advice are genuine. You get? So, and they'll just look the type of way they are living and the type of way their life is going. Should they put that advice into practice or not? How will it take them? How will it help them? Or how will it affect them? They should just try and just put it together and just use it to even form their own advice for themselves. Because that's what I've been doing in my own way of life. Yeah, for you.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Now we are back from the interview. We have interviewed students and they have told us what they had to say. We've heard them. But what I want to say is that, you see, I will use an example of an eagle. The eagle is an agent of change management. What the eagle does is that when it is time for the eaglets to fly, they begin to remove the bricks and sticks from the nest, exposing them, and afterwards throwing the birds, the eaglets, out of the nest to fly. Out of fear, they jump back into the nest, bleeding and shrieking from the pricks and sticks in the nest. But the mother eagle doesn't yield. Why? Because he thinks that is the best thing to do for the eaglet. She wants the eaglets to fly at all cost. So you that you are listening to this might think it is heartless, but the mother eagle doesn't yield. She continues the process until the eaglet starts flapping its wings, and then swoosh, away it goes into the air, flying higher and higher, rising above its pains and challenges. You see, tough love sometimes is the best. No pain, no gain. As it is, people who genuinely love and care about you will not encourage you in your slothfulness and fear. Most of us have been given advices that would have built us, that would have added speed to our life, that would have helped us to get to where we want to get to faster, but we did not heed to that advice. And yes, it is not that they just give you advice and you just follow. As according to most of them, what they have said, some of them have said something that really inspired me. You don't just accept an advice. When you are being given an advice, you critically look at it, critically analyze it, and check if it will help you or not. Check if it will be applicable to you or not. And I'm telling you now, do not throw away any advice, do not reject any advice given by a loved one, or accept any advice given by a loved one until you have critically analyzed it. And if you find out that it is something that will really help you, please don't throw it away, don't reject it. Yes, sometimes they have seen something that we are not seeing. So because of what they have seen, they are trying to push us to get to that place. And finally, at the end of the day, we will now realize what they have done. We will now realize and will be grateful to them. My father did not allow me to continue when I repeated. He said I must repeat. But now I am grateful for that advice. I am grateful for that action. I didn't yield, but he took it as a force on me. And now I am grateful to him. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And also click on the notification bell to get new updates. Also on Facebook, follow my page and all my social media that is displayed on the screen. Don't forget, this is still A Galvanize, your friend, and you are watching A Galvanize TV. I celebrate you. See you in my next video.